Hello and welcome to BlytheRay Business News. Today I'm joined by Tim Harrison, who is Managing Director of Ionic Rare Earths. Ionic Rare Earths listed in Australia on the ASX market with a ticker of IXR and a market capitalisation of around 95 million Australian dollars. Now Tim, in recent months you've announced several milestone achievements. Please give us an update on the Phase 5 drilling programme at the rare earths mine Makuutu down in Uganda.
Hi Tim, thanks. Progress is moving quite well with the Phase 5 program. We started with an initial RAB drill program which has tested both the eastern and northwestern tenements. That'll help us think about the potential scale of an expanded Makuutu project. And just now mobilising a diamond drill rig to site to complete the infill drilling on the western tenement. So that will likely help us upgrade the existing inferred resource on that western tenement up to indicated to support the next mining licence application at Makuutu.
Now Tim, when you've been with us in the past, we've often talked about the mining licence application for Makuutu. What can you tell us about the progress on that?
So we're working with the Ugandan government now to finalise the approval of the mining regulations in Uganda post the implementation of a new mining act late last year. We expect that the sign-off from ministers and the Ugandan government on the new regulations is imminent. And on the back of that, we'll be able to finalise our mining licence application fee payment, which is the only item that remains on finalisation of the mining licence application. We expect the approval of the mining licence to come shortly thereafter. So a lot of engagement in country and daily interaction with our stakeholders there.
So good progress on the mining front, if you will, in Uganda. Because you've also got the other operation here in the UK in Belfast, where you are recycling rare earths. You've just announced the production of rare earth oxides at the Belfast facility. What's the significance of having that first mover advantage to produce rare earth oxides, outside China?
Yeah, so those oxides that we've produced, high purity oxides, enable us now to progress with our supply chain engagement. So we're engaging now with metal makers, alloy makers, magnet makers to value add those separated oxides into materials, magnets, that will go into the motors to go into the EV supply chain. So with that material that we're making in Belfast, we're able to progress those relationships and potentially demonstrate to stakeholders here in the UK what a UK domestic supply chain could look like, but also demonstrate the tech for a number of other potential stakeholders and jurisdictions that are looking at applying our technology and commercial opportunities to deploy that tech globally.
Ionic Tech is the name we're using for the operation in Belfast. So how much has Ionic Tech produced in the Belfast facility, and how much, critically, how much do you expect them to be able to produce in the future?
So far we've produced about 40 kilos of high purity separated neodymium oxide and about 6 kilos of dysprosium oxide. So that's the commissioning ramp up that we're working through at the moment. Over the course of the next 12 months, our plan is to process a minimum of 30 tonnes of magnets to produce 10 tonnes of oxides, again, to put in the hands of our supply chain partners and demonstrate that new economy and new supply chain for Western end users. So a very exciting 12 months ahead for Ionic Technologies.
Well, let's look at that next 12 months for Ionic Technologies, but also for the operation in Uganda. We like news flow on this program. The viewers, the investors like to hear about news flow. So what are the highlights we can be expecting in the coming months?
Yeah, so we're also in the process of building a demonstration plant at Makuutu. So at Makuutu over the next 6 months, we'll be progressively working through finalisation of that demonstration plant. Earthworks has been completed, a shed's been ordered in Kenya and will be delivered to site soon. We've got equipment being delivered to Uganda. We're going to run heap leach columns and cribs as part of the first phase of de-risking the project, producing MREC so that we can further refine and optimise the demonstration plant at Makuutu. We'll be running through much larger heap leach demonstration facility at Makuutu. We need to produce a bit of product for potentially some customers. And so that will all be part of what we need for the final investment decision at Makuutu, along with some discussions that we're having on where our product goes in the supply chain. So we'll have to commit our product to a Western supply chain more than likely later this year, to work through the financing to be ready to put our product into that new supply chain come early 2025. So on the Makuutu front, it's all looking very positive. A lot of work to be done, but we're going to continue to build the team. And with the magnet recycling at Ionic Tech, I think we're on the cusp of some very important growth and opportunity that comes from being a first mover in separated oxides. We're engaging with stakeholders here in the UK government and stakeholders in Northern Ireland about what potential scale-up could mean. We're engaging with the supply chain, and so very excited by the ability now for Ionic Tech to move further down the supply chain and open a door for Makuutu to ultimately come in and benefit from in the long term.
Tim, thank you very much for being with us in the studio today. That was Tim Harrison of Ionic Rare Earths, as we said, developing the mine in Uganda for rare earths, and also recycling rare earths for life, I guess, recycling rare earths at Belfast for their all-important use in magnets and all the green technologies we're looking forward to. That's it for this edition of BlytheRay Business News. Thanks for watching.